don't buy this. Understand that de Blasio on Chinese New Year demanded people celebrate because the Chinese were under virus restrictions and couldn't celebrate themselves. Understand that he had no plan. Understand that the guy sleeps till 10, builds up security around, works out in Brooklyn, gets to work and sleeps with a paper on his face on his couch with the door open. Also understand that he got money, he got converted, thanks to the Army Corps of Engineers, converted Javits Center, he got chips, he had everything. The PPE was short for a while, but they were the first ones to get it, surgeon, and they were the ones unprepared for it. The blame is on him. No indoor dining because of him. No gyms because of him. Now there's quarantines preventing people to come from the outside because of him. There's no encouragement for businesses to come back because of him. Yesterday, and I'll say this multiple times, I walked from 48th to 34th in Manhattan. If you've been here, you'll know. I did not see one person in a suit. Nobody's working, nobody's shopping, and the doors are open. And Macy's is leaving, it seems. I saw the Gap. Not one person in. Velvet ropes, people sitting by the door frames, nobody shopping.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed, put on my best friend, got in my car.
Hello? This is he. No, I haven't. I'm actually having surgery today at St. Vincent's.
Oh, okay.
So that should probably be put in my chart. Yeah, I'll be discharged today. They're just doing a biopsy of my finger, like a drainage, and they're going to try to get tissue samples and figure out exactly what's wrong, or what's causing all the swelling in my finger.
Okay, so that's what I had you down for, the post-surgical visit.
Yeah, I had a surgery on the 26th, and then the swelling it just continued to get worse. The arthrodesis failed, according to my surgeon, and then the bone itself continued to expand. So they're going in to drain all the fluid around it and get samples today.
Okay, so you'll be okay to come in on Monday?
Yeah, I'll be fine. It should be a fairly easy procedure.
Okay, so all right, well, we wanted to see how you could just make sure you're wearing masks.
Oh, I will be, and I just had my COVID test at St. Vincent, so I'm good to go.
Okay, great. All right, that sounds good. We'll see you Monday.
All right, thank you. Bye.
landscapers, painters, handymen, and more to get the job done right. With the Home Advisor app, it's never been easier to check prices, schedule, and pay for hundreds of everyday home projects in just seconds. For any project you're dreaming of, you can count on Home Advisor. So get the Home Advisor app and we'll do everything to fix up your everything.
Indeed knows you've got big goals for your business, and we understand hiring is a crucial part of that. You need to hire people who will make a real impact. Indeed can help you find those important hires faster while paying only for what you need without any long-term contracts. Thanks to our super flexible payment options. Start finding your important hire today with a free $75 credit for your first job post and get in front of more quality candidates. Go to Indeed.com/high-impact. That's Indeed.com/high-impact. Terms and conditions apply.
The Advantage program from Air Engineers Service Experts gets you worry-free heating and cooling for one low monthly rate and never a penny more. Call Air Engineers Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS or visit airengineers.com.
Call 866-EXPERTS.
See website for license details.
Right now, your home is more than a home. Your home is a safe place for you and your family in a challenging time. It's more important than ever that you protect the home that protects you in a storm. The fact is, flooding can happen to anyone, anywhere. And just 1 inch of water in your home can cause over $25,000 in damage. Keep safe. Protect your home with flood insurance. For more information, contact your insurance agent or visit floodsmart.gov/home.
It's Rich Jones. DLP Capital Partners has been providing their investors with double-digit targeted returns by investing in real estate. Don Wenner, the CEO, obviously your investors love the targeted returns DLP provides, but why do they invest? What do the returns do for them?
Steve and Paula were well-versed in the world of investing, from the stock market to active real estate investing and much more. This savvy family chose to work with DLP because they valued the reporting and transparency that DLP provides to all of our investors.
Check out the investment returns, financials, third-party audits, list of assets owned, historical reporting, and tons more information at highyieldreturns.net. To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial **invest on your mobile phone. That's **invest on your cell phone, or visit highyieldreturns.net.
An investment's past performance is not indicative of future results, and not all investments are suitable for every investor. Investors are advised to fully review and understand the investment materials and seek the advice of a financial advisor if necessary.
Men suffering from ED or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center is open and has taken all necessary health precautions during these trying times. You'll see results on your first visit or pay nothing. Guaranteed. Call 904-217-5646. The Weather Meter is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds, where for a limited time, you can get 5 years, 0 interest financing.
Now, weather and traffic from 104.5 WOKV. Jacksonville's news and talk.
From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist here at BD Wall, tracking hot and humid days ahead, how hot we get, and when thunderstorms develop.